Hey everyone, so in this video I wanted to talk about Doomfist and his latest buffs. And yes, when I'm saying buffs, I am making air quotes. So just to recap, last week Blizzard unveiled that Doomfist was getting a healing factor when activating his ultimate. So now when he's in, I guess, space, when he activates his Meteor Strike, he'll be recovering 75 HP per second. So originally, I thought this was going to be a nice buff. Later on, as we got more information today, I realized these might not really be buffs. It might be like a secret nerf that I don't even think Blizzard is aware of because I don't think they play the game. But I'll elaborate. So one reason why I thought this was going to be positive is, if you guys have seen my Doomfist philosophy video, I explained how his ultimate is designed more to keep him consistent, right? Because all his other stats and all his kit is already pretty powerful in the right hands, right? He, without an ultimate, would probably still be just as effective as he is now. His ultimate just kind of serves for him to be able to get out of the fight and then get back in and re-engage and kind of continue to be that consistently powerful. So honestly, if he had a good ultimate, I could see a world where he would be considered completely broken in the right hands. So at least it helps me sleep better at night, saying that he has a bad ult to make up for how much he already dominates without a good ult. The other thing I explained about his ultimate is that he gets it a lot. I've said this several times that when I play Doomfist, it's not rare for me to get my ultimate like 5 to 7 times in a game. I can very easily get from like 60 to 100% ult charge in one fight. And I can do this fairly consistently, which is, in my opinion, another reason to kind of justify why the ultimate is so bad. Mainly because you get it so much that eventually you do get some type of value from it. But you do always get the value of being able to leave a fight when you need to, especially since you fight so up close. Something I'm sure Reinhardt would like to have. Well, anyways, the caveat for the healing factor of his ultimate being added was that they would increase how much ult charge he needs to generate to actually get his ultimate. And at the time I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. What could go wrong? I said this forgetting that it was the Blizzard balancing team and that they don't play this freaking game. So yes, today they unveiled that his ult will require 16% more ult charge to, get his ults. As of right now, and I could be wrong, I just did a quick Google search, but as of right now, his ult charge costs 1,690 ult charge before he's able to activate it. So after a 16% increase, that's going to make his ult charge requirement 1,984. This is more than Echo or Hanzo's ultimate. And granted, I do think Doomfist, his kit allows him to get it faster, but even it being not as useful as theirs and requiring more than they need, I think that's a problem. I do think that's a big problem. So I'm not sure if this is a buff for several reasons. And the first reason for this is letting you heal more kind of incentivizes you to prolong how long you're in the air to even receive the healing, right? If the devs play Doomfist, they would know that the longer you're in the air, let's say if you're in the air for like 3 to 5 seconds, you're not hitting anything. The longer it takes for you to go up and go down, it's the more time your opponent has to run away, for them to heal themselves, for them to get their cooldowns back, which will allow them to kind of run away when they see kind of where you're gonna land. And even worse than that, it allows them to get their cooldowns back so that they can just CC you to death as soon as you land, because everybody knows where you're going to be landing. So in many cases, you won't even be able to take full advantage of the healing mechanic. When you use your ult as Doom, it's usually because you punched a group of people into, let's say, like a wall, or at least in a good position where you think you could maximize your ultimate, your ult damage. But if you're in the sky for too long, all that setup you did, all that preparation or what you were planning to do, it just kind of gives the enemy team a chance to just get out of the situation you set up for yourself. And it's already hard enough to get value out of his ultimate as it is right now. So I think if the devs did play Doomfist, I think they would know this, right? You're supposed to go up and go back. You want to go up and go back down as fast as you can, if you do want to, do some type of damage. So now those of us who would want to go up and down as fast as we can will be getting punished for the increased ult charge needed to use something we won't even be taking advantage of. A buff would be more like making it more frequent, but even reducing the damage. I don't think that's good. Actually, I don't think the way they've been designing Doomfist since he came out has been good. I think there's an argument to be made that maybe his original form was in Overwatch 2 was better, but we can get into that later. I might make another video. But every time they buff him or nerf him, it just seems to always be in the wrong direction. Doomfist is already a very hard character to play, and it seems like with every iteration they just keep increasing the skill floor and the skill ceiling, or even just increasing the skill floor and reducing the skill ceiling. It seems like. And with this, I don't know, this is a weird one where they might be reducing the skill floor a little bit, but I don't know what they're thinking. But yeah, ever since last year, the changes they've made seem to be in a bad direction. Like, they took away the slowing effect of his ultimate, they took away the slowing effect of his seismic slam. The Empowered Fist used to move much faster, knock back much harder, and also your travel? Yeah, the distance you would travel would also be significantly higher. And now even the stun has been nerfed so much, I don't even know why it's there anymore. Like, it's almost entirely insignificant now, unless it's in the Empowered Fist. But it's so short now. I wonder why they don't just get rid of it and just give us back our the uppercut. They said that it's because Doomfist uses his ultimate to escape and land on a health pack. Well, one reason for this is that if you're not careful, you'll just get CC'd if you use your ultimate directly on the enemy team. Which, again, healing isn't something that would fix this. The problem is the CC, right? The problem is if you dive into the enemy team, everybody knows where you're going to land.
I would like to interrupt this video to ask you to like and subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, chances are you kind of like what I'm talking about, so, you know, help me out, guys.
So per characters have crazy CC, right? You're gonna have Kiriko Suzuyu. You're gonna have what do you call her? Anna that can just sleep you. You're gonna have Lifeweaver that's just gonna pull everybody out. Like Baptiste is gonna use his what do you call that? His immortality field to then, do his group healing thing that doubles the healing everybody gets when they're under half. It's not a real ult. Like, it's not fixing the main problem with it. I do kind of wish that they would talk to the top players of the characters. Let's say like the top 500 players, or even, I don't even know, maybe I guess Owl is gone now, but the people who used to play Owl, to kind of, not just for Doomfist, but like all characters, right? Because their buffs and nerfs are just so weird. It's so weird sometimes, because it doesn't feel like they know what needs to be changed, right? It's like maybe a few of them played it a few times and was like, hey, I can't really get value out of this, so instead of using it to get a health back, let's just heal him ourselves. Like, that's not really the purpose of this, or even what the problem is. It just kind of sucks when you like something so much and you want to do everything you can to make it better, but there's just nothing you can do to help. Like, you're just completely helpless. You love the character, things that could be tweaked a certain way for it to be fun to play against and fun for you to play. And, having the skill floor and skill ceiling, that kind of makes everything make sense, but nothing. You're just like talking into the void of the internet, making videos on YouTube. But yeah, anyways, I'm excited for Season 8, regardless of what I think about this buff or nerf. And also, I don't even know if it's going to be technically a nerf. Maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm being I'm jumping the gun and my entire opinion is wrong, right? That's entirely possible. But I will say Season 8, I don't think looks like it's going to be as good as what this season was. Right, one big thing is the skins look severely lacking. Like, something like 80% of the new skins are just recolored old skins, and even the mythic skin is very underwhelming. Did you guys see the customization options? It's just Orissa's gun, and one has like a claw on it, the one doesn't, and then it's just like different color variations, which you can probably do on the slider on Photoshop, right? For those of you who know how to use Photoshop. And they also have the new mini battle pass, which is just kind of maybe another slimy way for them to make more money. But I might make a video on this later. But it could be that they're toning down all their other features because they have a new character coming out this season. So they're probably saving all the good stuff for when they don't have a new character to keep us all excited. But either way, I'm still looking forward to some of the announcements they made for Overwatch 2 as a whole. They've said some really good things like in the last month. So I think they're still to come, and I do think last season was the beginning of like a very good upswing for Overwatch 2. The last season was actually my second most played season, other than season 1. So I think they're finally getting things together. So it's not perfect so far, but yeah, hopefully they fix Doomfist. That character needs such a rework. I don't know. I don't know. Do they listen to anything? every conference they have is like, oh, we hear you and we see you. I don't think that's true. But yeah, I'm sorry if I sound like too negative in this video, but this is so strange. It's so strange. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Anyways, I'm thinking of making another a Doomfist rework video, one that kind of has him with his uppercut from Overwatch 1. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's see if I actually do that. Anyways, don't forget to leave a message for the algorithm and like and subscribe. And also don't forget, I love you.